if you want your bass to sound like this, I might have a little trick for you. Hi, I'm Fede. I'm a former bass player and a self-taught music producer, and this is what I do for the bass in my songs. Let's start by the virtual instrument, and what I always go for is Trillion by Spectatronic. It's an insane plugin. So what you want to do is have your bass line, duplicate that. So you see I have two of them. And on the one that you duplicate, what you want to do is put a low pass filter, just like this, you know, so just cut out all the low frequency and just keep like the high frequency around from like 1K up, and just destroy that sound. Just, you know, in this case I use a Kimmel Crusher, and this is what it sounds like. I know it sounds bad by itself, but hear me out, because once you put that together with your original bass, it does sound something like, so this is without, and this is with. You see, it just gives it that grit, that, you know, distortion that you would get kind of from playing that by yourself. Like, you know what I mean? Like just playing that live, like that's the kind of sound that you might get from a bass, you know, that gives that little texture, that little something. Distorted version, I keep it always like around -10, -20 dB from the original sound. So I keep it at a way lower volume just to give it like a bit of body, but not like overpower the main bass. And effects wise, this is what I kind of always go for. So I would always start with a SDR R saturator. Then I will make it go into Virtual Mix Rack from Slate Digital, you know, with a double trim like at the beginning and at the end of the chain, just to keep it under control, with the EQ compressor and a high and low lift. Then I will go into a FabFilter Pro Q2, just to give it a little bit of, you know, equalization. Then I will make it go into another saturation, just like for a tiny bit, like the saturation knob. Then after that, I will go into the Softube Classic channel, and here is where I do most of the EQ and, you know, compression. And then after that, I will go into a decapitator. And you might think that 3 saturators is a bit too much for a bass, but it's not even close enough. And this is what the two basses put together sound like without the chain of effects. And this is with. You see, like that gives it that much more body and grit and aggressiveness that you kind of need in the bass, because that's what the bass does. And this is what it sounds like with drums, because we know bass and drums, they just go. Without, with. So yeah, here's what I do with the bass on basically all of my songs, and let me know if you want to know what I do with the drums, because I do some little something with them too.